guys, welcome to this review. I'm doing the Castle Art 72 watercolor pencils, and I got these not long ago. They come with this cover, and it kind of says you can use them dry or wet, and how many you get. You get the colors here. You feel free to pause the video to read all about it. They also have a page where they kind of showcase an artist when you share your art that you did with their pencil. So let's get to it. And they came in this bag, which was really nice. It has a zipper all around it, and I was really impressed about the price for it because it came with the case. So they all have their place. They're not in order of any color, but they also came with that little pamphlet I'm going to show you in a minute. The only thing was that in shipping, one of the tips came broken, and I kind of did not like that, but it was just one, so no big deal. And then also the tips are not completely sharpened, they are kind of flat at the top, so I had to go ahead and sharpen them after that. Other than that, going back to that little pamphlet, they show kind of like some art that have been done by several artists, and then other products they have, other color pencils, and then inside you can see all the colors they offer. They have a wide variety of colors, as you can see there, but also they have a large variety of products. So they have a key at the bottom, and each one has like a sign, and then it tells you if it's oil, if they have it available on oil, if they have it available on color pencils, on watercolors. They have a lot of different things. And then what you do is you look at the shapes at the bottom of each color, and it will tell you in which media they're available. So I thought that was really cool. This company is growing fast, so for what I know, they don't have open stock right now, but they might have in the future, because they do they're building a good reputation, so I expect them to stay for a while. So now let's get to swatch them. I love watercolor pencils because they're softer normally than wax or oil. So let's get to it. First, I did one sheet with all of them just to try them as watercolors. So first impression there, you see me put some signs next to the number, and that's because the ones with the dots, basically they're kind of hard. They're not as soft as the other ones, so I thought that was pretty weird. Also, after as you can see here on the close-up, when I added the water to some of the pigments, they didn't lift up that little, they actually made those little strokes that sometimes happen more visible, instead of lifting them up and smoothing them out. But not all of them did that. For example, that red right there, you can see a nice transition, but then if you look at that green right there, you can still see the strokes, or that brown right there too. So like not all of the colors behave the same. So now I use my book, my swatching book, to swatch them and try some blending and stuff, just dry. I'm not gonna use any water on this part. Okay, well, here's me trying them, swatching them on this paper. This is Amazon paper, and this is one of my books on my Amazon store. And on this paper they behave very well. They were very smooth. The previous paper was cardstock for the watercolors, so that's how the result with the watercolors. But here you can see the result dry, and I really like them. They were so smooth. This is why I like watercolor pencils. They tend to be more smooth than others. Also, I like the pigmentation of them. They're very bright, as you can see here. They're very bright. but some of them are not like that blue. Usually the ones that feel like a little dry, those are the ones that are not as smooth, and the the transition and the pigmentation is not as great. So I was a little I was very disappointed with the white. Actually, it has no opacity at all. Nothing I did with the white made any difference. So if I could just change that color for another color, because they do have bigger sets with more colors, I would just change it, because the white doesn't work at all. I will go for a Caran d'Ache watercolor pencil, because the white on them is the best. Okay, so here I did some blending. As you can see, I have some notes on my book. Some were very smooth, some were very dry. I was very happy with these two. They were very nice. But then here's the white, and you can see it make no difference at all in the pink. Here I was just trying to see some blending, fully burnished. So, well, I started normally like I do, just medium pressure, and then I blend them softly, but then I burnish the whole thing, and I wanted to see how dark I could get that pigment right there, and also how smooth the paper will look. Okay, so for doing this, for burnishing, you need a paper that has some tooth, and you guys saw this paper has some tooth. Now I decided to go over it with the water, and this is Amazon paper and it worked just fine. But if you're gonna do that, please use a synthetic brush. They don't hold as much water as other brushes. And there was no big difference at the moment. I was showing that because there was no shine on it. Once you put the water, it didn't come off. But then I did another one dry, and then as the watercolor one dried, the shine came out again, not as strong as you can see on the dry one, but some shine came back, and I would say that's pretty good. I'm satisfied using them both ways. So overall, I was very pleased with the results of my test. I was very happy with the colors. The bottoms match pretty well the top, not very well. There's some off, but the majority match very well. And then I colored this page. This is one of my original pages if you want to check it out in the link, and I did the whole thing using them dry. Now I did use some water in the hair, but just to try it out. But other than that, I used all dry, all the colors dry, and it came out really good. I was really satisfied. You can see me here to the edge right there. They're very smooth colors, except for I will say like 3 out of the set were very dry, but it could be just this batch. It doesn't mean it all of them are like that. And I think for the price, honestly, I think these colors are very good, and I will buy them again, and hopefully they will have them up in stock soon, because I definitely would like to keep this set. I used to have Faber-Castell watercolor pencils, and they're very close to it, so I'm very happy with it. I'm gonna keep using them, and probably next week I'm gonna use them for our little get together color with me. And I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.